Coming up on Good Morning Wilmington, live with Vincenza and Ivan. The City of Wilmington's Director of Cultural Affairs, Tina Betz, stops by the plaza to talk about the upcoming 2022 Clifford Brown Jazz Festival. Founders of Women with a Vision, Ashley Morgan and Autumn Jones, stops by to talk about their Juneteenth Entrepreneurial Expo. Plus, the Candlelight Theatre's own Clayton Stacey stops by to talk about all things theater. Be sure to tune in Monday, June 13th at 10 a.m. right here on DETV.
Good morning, Wilmington. It's your main man, Big Ivan, talking to town, Mr. DETV, on this lovely Monday morning, and I'm here with my beautiful co-host,
Vincenza. Good morning, Ivan.
Good morning,
yes,
Vincenza. How
good
are
morning. You? Good morning. I'm well.
You look fabulous again.
Thank you. I always have to step it up every time we do a show together.
I swear to you, I'm going to start calling like, yo, Vin, what you wearing today? What you got on today?
But we usually, we do a great job complimenting each other. I think it's just natural at this point. So yeah. I think we're all right. Every time we show up, we always show up.
Show up, right. And you look like you're getting younger.
Oh, stop it.
Perfect segue into happy birthday.
Thank you. He's so sweet. As soon as I walked on set today, Ivan asks me, how was your weekend? I said, well, it was my birthday weekend. He goes, what? So I was very excited.
She kept that quiet, didn't she?
Nobody knew. Everyone on set's looking at me. How did we not know? Well, it's not about me.
Because she didn't want us to know that she was turning 22. Oh. So I get it. I understand, Vincenza. Treat us like the redhead stepchild. I get it.
Thank you. Very, very funny. You know what? Ivan, age is just a number. It's all what's in your heart. I really believe that.
I'm gonna let you slide with that, Vincenzo. But we can build a lot off that. But happy belated birthday.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So what did you do this weekend for your birthday?
Okay, so on my birthday I worked, and it was okay. It was okay. I was so excited to be near my family. That's actually all I wanted for my birthday, is just to spend time with my family. So I worked at the restaurant, and then I had the opportunity to go out to dinner at Bardea Food and Drink.
Wow.
And it so happened to be their opening weekend.
Oh, you went to the Bardea estate?
I didn't go there, but it so happened to be opening weekend, and they're next to each other.
Okay.
So it was packed.
Was it really?
It was packed, and it was a great experience. Compliments to the chef, Antimo and Pino DeMeo and Scott Stein, the owners. They did a phenomenal job, exceptional service. Ryan Mayberry was our server. He was amazing. The cocktails, the food, everything.
What'd you order?
An espresso martini.
Oh, girl.
Yes, everything was just amazing from beginning to end. The whole dining experience. I love that they're really pushing the envelope, stepping out of the traditional dining experience and really giving you something different, so you feel like you're not in Delaware.
So it's funny that you say that, because Saturday I came in town and I circled Market Street probably like 4 or 5 times, just looking at the diversity that's downtown Wilmington now, the people that were coming in for fine dining, for the Playhouse.
Yes.
I was really shocked. Like, we're really like, there's no parking. Like,
None.
people are walking Wilmington, and to see that from 8 years ago to where it is now, special shout out to the mayor for making that, for understanding, and everyone who played a huge part with making Wilmington, because it just wasn't, let me get this straight, it just wasn't one person. It was a whole city of people that made it, that's making this happen.
It takes a village.
So to watch the change downtown Wilmington is very, very exciting, you know, and then to speak about what's going on this week, because festivals have started, Vincenza.
Oh yes, there's so many exciting events happening. I actually was on my way to film today. I was thinking about everything that's happening. Wow, it's great. I mean, first off, the last 2 years, everything was either canceled, postponed, or just stopped completely. So it's really, really nice to see all these events that are coming back to life. And we have 2 super, super amazing events that are happening. And one of them you'll be at.
Oh, yes.
The
Jazz Festival.
Yeah, the Jazz Festival. I saw them setting up.
Yeah, I did too. I was so excited.
I was too. That's so funny you said
Maddie,
that.
look, that's what Daddy gonna be on stage. And she's like, she started bubbling, but anyway. But yeah, the Clifford Brown Jazz Festival is this week. Starting, Miss Tina, Wednesday? Okay, Rodney Square on Wednesday. I can't wait. So that's one event. What's the other event we got?
Yes, so we have the St. Anthony's Italian Festival that's happening. It started yesterday, and it's happening all week long. So Sunday to Sunday, and I was actually able to attend yesterday with my family.
I'm going. I am going. How did you enjoy? Well,
it was so nice. My family and I, we actually make it a tradition. The first day of the festival, we like to attend Mass.
Okay.
And it's at the very beginning, right before they open up the gates to the festival, and it's really nice to kind of walk the streets and see everyone setting up. And it's you know, all the work that goes into it, all the volunteers, because keep in mind, it is a fundraiser. A lot of people don't realize that it is a fundraiser that benefits the school and the church.
Okay.
St. Anthony Padua Grade School and the church. So it's a big, big fundraiser, and everybody that's participating, they're volunteering to help the school and the church. And I love that it was packed. Yeah. There was lines everywhere, and it was just so neat to see that, you know, they're continuing the tradition, because I know how hard it is to pick something back up and try to make it better again, especially after the last 2 years. So it was really nice to see that everyone's coming together. It's so beneficial to the city of Wilmington. Everybody was walking the streets.
Beautiful.
And families. It was so nice. And again, not having that for the last 2 years, we need that. And I'm excited for the Jazz Festival, because the city of Wilmington is hopping this week.
I'm trying to tell you.
It really is. You could go to the Jazz Festival and walk a couple of blocks to the Italian Festival, and then go down Market Street if you want for a cocktail or something to eat. There's so many exciting things happening.
Yeah, I'm excited. And let's talk about, like, well, we also had, and we got Blake over here waiting, and he's itching, right? And we're going to talk about HBCU, the gala that happened. So that was amazing. So so we're going to talk about that, and then I had what we had with the Men of Distinction breakfast on Friday.
Oh yes, how was that?
Oh, that was awesome. That was simply awesome. Shout out to United Way and Brandon Bryce for putting that together, along with their other partners. Please forgive me, blaming it on my mind, not my heart. Dope.
Yes.
Did I say dope on TV? I guess I can.
And just real quick, I want everyone to just, if you don't know, Ivan was able to sit on a panel, and there was a panel discussion, and it was a room full of men.
Black men, a room full of black men.
Yes, men, and they were talking about
family, career, mentorship, fatherhood, everything like that. So it was
and some important topics.
Oh yeah, it was a barbershop talk, right?
I love that.
Because I
wanted to go, but Ivan was like, sorry, Vincenzo, you got to sit this one out. But it looked like a really great event. For, you know, United Way of Delaware hosted it. Brandon Bryce, you know, great guy.
A coalition of 100 black men. That's actually, I think we are the ones that really started that.
I did see some photos. Someone, I had a few friends. My good friend Martin was there.
Ricky Detweiler was
Rick was there. He was the moderator, and then I saw that Logan was sitting on the panel with you. So I was able to catch some photos, and it seemed like it was a really impactful event.
It was.
And I'm glad that you were able to be on that panel.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Really, really awesome. And then I know that we're going to dive into the gala that happened, the HBCU Week Gala. I saw Kaylin, DETV's very own Kaylin, was there.
And she was killing it in that yellow gown.
Yes, she got me. As soon as I turned on my phone and I saw the live feed and I see that gorgeous yellow gown on the screen, I'm sorry, she took over.
She took over.
She took over. I was like, she got me.
If you watch the videos carefully, right, you'll see me just exiting to the left, like, go ahead, Kaylin, do your thing.
No.
You know, Kaylin was there. Shout out to my man Blake the Brain.
Yes.
He is can I say the ambassador, Blake, of HBCU Week? Can I say that?
The energy
ambassador. I love it. I love it. So while we're talking about that, let's dip over to Blake real quick, because Blake, there's so much that a huge part you played. You want to talk about it, bro?
I mean, the gala it's an amazing event. Brought to you by Ashley Christopher, who's the CEO and founder of HBCU Week. She started it 5 years ago, from just a little college fair at DoubleTree to having the gala. And we didn't even get into HBCU Week, which is in September. I mean, but the gala is just a great event to bring people there who have supported HBCU Week over the years, who have contributed scholarships, money, support, any way, form, or fashion, and just kind of acknowledge them. And people just come on out. I mean, like you said, everybody was looking good. I call her KK. KK had that yellow dress on. She was looking amazing. Me and Big I, we was interviewing people, all three of us. So it was just a great time.
And just, Blake, I have to interject real quick. You looked sharp in that suit. Ivan, you did as well.
No, don't worry about me.
You did as well.
Blake,
you did as well. I did.
Don't hype me up, baby. Don't hype me up.
He's like, wait a second. It's all about me.
Yeah,
Go
Blake
back
was
to me.
killing the cranberry
Yes.
and black lapel.
I noticed the
tuxedo.
details. I noticed the details, and I appreciate the details. Everyone looked so exquisite.
Check the video out that's playing now. You can see the video. Watch Vincenzo. Look, here come Blake. This is Blake's video. Look at him.
Looking handsome.
That's him. Look at him, killing the game. Blake, so who were you interviewing there?
Honestly, I can't see from right here. I'm gonna turn. We gonna see. Let me see. Turn that thing around. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay, there we go. Honestly, with the red carpet, I just wanted to interview just a bunch of different people. So this is just a little montage of me just interviewing a bunch of people who came through on the red carpet. Just wanted to put together something really quickly. I mean, we had, of course, Dr. Alan Sessoms. I say Alan Sessoms. Dr. Tony Allen, who came through. We got some interviews with him. We got Chip, who is the
Chip Rossi.
Chip Rossi, yeah, with the Bank of America. Christiana, Care, of course. So just a couple of people, and just, of course, regular people just like you and I. Just want to have some fun with them.
Wait a minute, we're not regular, bro.
Huh?
We're not regular.
I mean, you right about that.
Right, okay.
You right about that. I ain't regular, okay? There we go. Okay, I don't know if I give you that. You good? Amen? Hallelujah.
Did you have a great time, Blake?
Listen, I had a great time. It was a great event. Right after the awards, they actually have the after party, which was right upstairs. I mean, people just had a great time. I was hosting that. I mean, you can see people from all ages just having a great time. Everybody looked good. So it was. Trust me, you don't want to miss it next year.
They raised so much money for HBCU Week. It is just amazing. And just think about like all the kids that can go to college for free. Like Vincenzo, like literally, a senior can walk in the field house, right? Bring their transcripts and get a free ride just like that.
Wow.
Blake, am I lying?
No. As long as they got the grades and the criteria. You gotta make sure you mention that. But absolutely, they can walk into the field house and they can get accepted on the spot. And sometimes they get, like you said, scholarships offered right on the spot. Shout out to Ashley.
Yeah, shout out to Ashley Christopher.
Yes.
Blake, do you remember that? Website for HBCU Week?
Oh yes, hbcuweek.org.
And talk to them about real quick, Blake. Florida. They're going to HBCU Week is going.
Listen, HBCU Week is growing. Ashley has grown that thing. This year, we're not only going to do HBCU Week here in Wilmington. Of course, you always got to stay home. But also a few weeks after that, we're headed down to Disney. We're taking HBCU Week to Disney World, October 6th through the 9th.
I love it. All right, Blake, let's talk about what we're here for, baby. In Wilmington, in 1 minute. What you got?
Yes, in Wilmington in a minute. I know you guys have already mentioned a couple things that are going on this week. Listen, it's going to be a big week here in Wilmington. A lot of things are going on. The weather's changing. People are getting outside, and we're just going to have a great time. And this week, it's not going to be anything different. So first of all, you guys mentioned, it's the Clifford Brown Jazz Festival, which started yesterday. There's a Clifford Brown documentary also showing tonight at Theater N, starting at 6:30. Live music at Rodney Square starts Wednesday night with, I got to scoot over, okay, with bassist Stanley Clark playing as the headliner, followed by late night jams at the Nomad and Wilmington Library. Saturday night's festival closes with a set by the Rebirth Brass Band, You may know this, but Clifford Brown Jazz Festival is one of the longest running free jazz festivals on the East Coast. And Wilmington also has the largest Italian American in the region happening this week as well. That's right, this week through Saturday is also the St. Anthony's Italian Festival, which means a lot of music, dancing going on in Little Italy, along plenty of amusement rides, delicious pastries, and dishes. If you're looking for more live music, Live in the Park launches its series tonight at Rockford with band Sunset Raiders, starting at 6:30 p.m., the Riders. Last but certainly not least, Brian McKnight is going to be in town this Thursday night with the show at the Queen. With 19 albums over the past 25 years, this singer still charting hits and showing no signs of slowing down. To find out more about these events and much more going on around Wilmington, check out the free online calendar at nwilmde.com. Hopefully I got it in a minute. We made it happen. I don't know. That's what's going on in Wilmington. I'm Blake the Brain. We'll see you next week.
in a minute with my man, Clayton.
Blake, thank you so much for that highlights. We do have so many amazing things happening in town, and it's really neat to, I always enjoy, first off, Blake, thank you so much for coming on the show. We always love your personality and your energy on camera, and I think he's great.
What do you call yourself? The ambassador of energy?
Yes.
The energy ambassador.
The energy
Well, I mean,
ambassador.
that's actually, all jokes aside, that is my title. I call myself an energy producer, so.
There you go.
I love it.
No, thank you so much, Blake. Thank you so much. But before we break for a commercial, we need to let our guests, let our audience know about our guests.
Yes. How did we just skip that?
Because we had so much to talk about. I feel like
I'll
we
take
need.
That what is we have so much to talk about for 200?
So we have Tina Betz, the Director of Cultural Affairs in the City of Wilmington, here to talk with us about the Clifford Brown Jazz Festival.
Woo-hoo.
So excited to chat with Tina.
Yes.
We also have the founders of Women with a Vision, Ashley Morgan and Autumn Autumn Jones. And then last but not least, my dear friend Clayton Stacey, here from the Candlelight Theatre. Super excited.
We have a list of superheroes, capeless superheroes.
Yes.
And
influential leaders.
Yes.
And just, I mean, I love it. Love it. So we should take a commercial break so we can because we can keep going.
You got to keep the bills paid. All right, we'll be right back after this message with Tina Betz. Good morning, Wilmington.
DETV has been Delaware's premium provider of creative digital and broadcasting solutions that bridges communities and connects people. We create great stories for all audiences. We deliver independent news throughout Delaware. We are digital platform innovators. And we develop marketing and sales solutions so you can stay connected to your audience. Now, why do we do what we do here on DETV? We do it because we care. So, keep watching and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Remember, DETV, online, on air, on time.
The day I got arrested was a blessing because it was the end of one chapter of my life and it was the beginning of another. I deserve a clean slate.
Now that clean slate legislation has passed in Delaware, we must ensure that the bills are effectively implemented so qualified people will get the second chance they deserve. To learn more, visit cleanslatede.org.
Government doesn't make a move without an agenda, some type of plan. The problem is we haven't been on the agenda. Sometimes we're overlooked. Sometimes our interests aren't the interest of those in power. I'm your host, Kerwin Gaines, on DETV's new show, The Agenda. We're going to do our best to ensure that you, Delawareans, are knowledgeable about what's going on in the Assembly. Federal government, local government, it doesn't matter. We're going to do our best to ensure that folks that make the agenda on a daily basis have to answer for it. Let them explain what they're doing. If it affects you, it's on the agenda.
Welcome back, everyone. Our first guest on the show we have is Miss Tina Betz, the Director of Cultural Affairs of the City of Wilmington, here to chat with us about the Clifford Brown Jazz Festival. Welcome, Miss Tina.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's good to be back. It's been a minute.
Been too long.
As they say. It's been a minute. But before we talk about the Jazz Festival, I just want to say, a man with a mission. Where's the camera? Mm-hmm. I know you've seen this probably, but I just had to bring it with me this morning. I kept it on my kitchen counter, knowing that we would see each other.
See?
Yes. Ivan hopes you see what he sees when you tune into DETV. Aww. Glad you're tuning in today.
Yes.
I love that.
And
there you go.
What I see is a beautiful Wilmington.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A beautiful Wilmington of people working together. So when they came out with that, I was like shocked, because they said they wanted to do a story.
They didn't tell you about that.
They didn't tell me.
That's
well, I'm not shocked. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's all for the city. All for the city.
Yeah.
It's so funny. You are. I'm proud of Ivan as well. My whole family is like he's pretty much a part of the.
Mama
very good. You're pretty much a part of the whole family. So we actually keep that magazine up and posted and displayed at the restaurant because we are very proud of you. So yes,
Thank
you deserve that and more continued success. But We need to get back over to Miss
I'm with
Tina
it.
Betz.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so
35th.
35.
Wow.
35th.
35 years.
35th. It started as Jazzin' on the Square. It's the 35th anniversary of a multi-day music festival in Rodney Square that started off with the name Jazzin' on the Square. A couple years later, advocates from the city wanted to rename it after Clifford Brown, which it was. So 35 years ago in 1988 was the first multi-day music festival.
And you started that, didn't you?
I was there.
You was there.
I was there,
Okay.
yes. And I did, I lobbied.
What's
to
it
do
like to see it grow?
Well, it's amazing. And when you're immersed in it, you really aren't thinking about growth.
Right.
You're thinking about just how to keep it, how to freshen it every
Right.
year. I mean, and growth takes care of itself. You know what I mean? I mean, you wouldn't be around 35 years if
Right.
people didn't find it relevant and important. I mean, we've had lots of corporate funders over the year, and of course, the city of Wilmington has a huge investment in keeping it going. And the past couple of years have been really difficult getting corporate sponsorships, quite frankly. We hope that that will change over the next couple of years. So had it not been for the city of Wilmington, thank you, Mayor Mike Przicki, for continuing to see, as I said, the relevance of the Clifford Brown Jazz Festival and continue investment.
Yeah, the investment is amazing because, like you said, it's been a rough couple of years.
Yeah.
But looking from the outside, you can't tell. I mean, you had the pivot when COVID came, and after the pivot, like that first outing of the Jazz Festival, Eric Benet, it was crazy.
Well, you're not supposed to be able to tell. As they like to say, you're the restaurant business, you don't want people in the kitchen seeing you make the sausage. You know what I mean? You just want to see it on the plate, well presented and delicious.
Right.
Yes.
And that's what we try to do at the Jazz Festival. You don't need to see what's happening behind the scenes.
Right. Who do we have this year?
Well, we start off, we started last night, by the way, with the best, that's Sunday night, with the Best of Duke Ellington's Sacred Concert. It was incredible.
Wow.
It just was incredible. This year we're paying a lot of respect to Clifford Brown's family.
Okay.
We have Clifford Brown Jr. coming in this year to guest co-host the festival from the main stage. As a matter of fact, he came into town this morning.
Good.
Wow.
So he flew in with his family, Clifford Brown III and his wife. They're in Wilmington now. So we had Ellington on Sunday. Monday night, we're doing a documentary at AIRING called Clifford Brown Speaks by Don Glandon. On Tuesday night, we move over to the Wilmington Library where we have members of Clifford Brown family coming in from all over the country to be on a panel as to talk about Clifford Brown creative legacy continuing. And then Wednesday night, we hit Rodney Square. And I'll just talk about the closes. What I invite people to do is to go online, cliffordbrownjazzfest.org, to see everything that's going on. Stanley Clark will close out on Wednesday night.
Okay.
On Thursday night, Chucho Valdez and Paquito de Rivera will close out. On Friday night, we have Stokely closing out. And on Saturday, we're doing something a little bit different. We're actually kicking off early in the afternoon with Regina Carter. We thought we'd start with a name like a Regina Carter, and then Saturday night we end up with Rebirth Brass Band. So it's just a whole diverse offering of music.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't wait. It's going to be, Vincenza, you have to go.
The city is not sleeping this week.
Yes, if you've never been to the Jazz Festival, you have to go. It's such an experience.
And I have never been. I've lived in Delaware my whole life, and I have never been. And I want to try to. I want to try to attend. I think this year is the year I need to go.
Yeah, it'll change your life. It'll change your perspective, your view of Wilmington, your perception of Wilmington, because you see all these people. It's one thing is seeing just people, but when you see a diverse a group of people there for one thing that they love, and it's music, and the second part is Wilmington. And it's just different. It gives you a whole new energy.
Now aren't you hosting something?
I think I'm hosting. I'm on Friday night. Is it Friday?
Yeah, we're going to come. Ivan's going to be joining us on stage on Friday night, which will be great. And also, DETV will be doing post-performance interviews of some of the artists. So that was a lot of fun last year.
That was
we had a lot of fun last year.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on this year. And after Rodney Square, we're doing late night jams. And again, they're at Nomad, they're at the library, they're at Le Cave. go online, Clifford Brown Jazz Festival.
Wait a minute, Miss Tina. What do you mean late night jazz?
I mean,
what do you
10
mean?
at night until 1 in the morning.
So after the jazz festival, so after the party, there's an after party.
You have to party.
Okay.
You don't
All right.
stop partying
Just
because
wanna
you
make
can
sure.
listen. You can sleep late the next day because we don't kick off. Wednesday through Friday, we're not kicking off until 5 p.m. and we're kicking off Wednesday through Friday with students from the Boise Lowry Living Jazz Residency.
Oh, they're awesome.
So, they are awesome.
Yeah.
Young men and women who are composing and performing, and we'll be listening to their original compositions. So they'll kick off every night at 5. So you can sleep after until about 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
She's like,
and
no
then head over to Rodney
excuses.
Square.
No
problem.
excuses.
Do you
Plenty
remember
of
last
time.
year? We were so tired.
Listen, I was so tired that I went to one of the late night jams and I walked up and they said, oh my gosh, we're packed. We're packed to capacity. You can't get in. And I said, that's fine. I'm going to go to bed now. So, yeah.
I remember I left and went to Le Cave. And Le Cave was.
They were packed.
They were packed. There was such a jam session there. You had Gerald Chavis there, along with Jonathan Whitney, and it was just a free, it was open instrument.
And and that's what we're doing again this year. And because we were so successful last year, the Wilmington Library will be a participant, and they're doing late night jams every night.
Are you
Wednesday,
serious?
Thursday, Friday. Yes.
So you can leave Rodney Square and walk your butt
right
across
the street
Oh, man, that's
to
good.
the Wilmington Library. Thank you, Jamar and Carl over at the Wilmington Library.
Have you seen the things that Jamar is doing over at the Wilmington
Yes.
Library?
As a matter of fact, on Tuesday, we'll have our panel discussion with the Brown family over at the Wilmington Library. So, that's a good time to come out, see the art exhibit that's there, and also meet a lot of the Brown family.
Okay.
Well, I do have a question. So
Yes.
being that I will be a new attendee to the event, will there be food or drink on site, or we have to pack a lunch or dinner?
Listen, you can pack a lunch or dinner if you want.
Okay.
However, there will be vendors of many varieties on site.
Excellent.
And yes, we do have both adult and non-adult beverages available on site. So, we say, support our vendors. Our vendors are there as small businesses. So
I agree.
you can bring a picnic lunch if you like. You're certainly welcome to do that. We do ask people not to bring alcohol.
Okay, there
Do
you
not
go.
bring alcohol. There will be beer and wine available for purchase at the
Excellent.
festival.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And it's a family-friendly event?
Family-friendly event.
Excellent. All
Yes.
ages welcome. And should we
Please.
bring a picnic? Not a
You-
picnic
yes,
chair,
yes,
a
yes.
beach
Bring your own chair.
Bring your own
BYOC.
chair.
Or
Okay,
blanket.
I remember you told me that.
Bring
Bring your
the
own
BYOC,
chair.
yes.
Yeah. Don't
Okay.
bring tall tents
Okay,
because
no
you
tents.
because that that blocks people. And if you bring a tall tent, we might have to relegate you to
no tents.
what Rodney Square's version of Siberia is. Where you're not in front of people.
Yeah.
So bring a chair that's a nice height, or a blanket where you can sit on the ground. There's plenty of space on the grass.
How many people attended last year?
Oh my gosh, I would say there's an average of about 3,000, 3,500 every night.
And what was the farthest that they came from? Because I remember we was on stage
Yeah.
and we were doing roll call.
Yeah.
We had some people from.
Well, we have people coming from all over the world.
Yeah.
First
yeah.
of all,
Yes.
and definitely from all over the United States, from the West Coast always. We have people coming in from California. As a matter of fact, Clifford Brown Jr. is in from California with his wife and son.
Wow.
So, but we have people coming from all over the United States. I don't think there's any state in the United States that we have not had a visitor from to the Clifford Brown Jazz Festival over the years.
I remember when we did roll call, someone said, I'm here from Washington State. And we were like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Big
they're
deal.
coming. Yeah.
No, it's a
not
big
unusual.
deal.
It's not
And it's
unusual.
attracting people from all over the world, which I think is very, very important for the state of Delaware, and more importantly, the city of Wilmington.
Yeah. 35 years and going. Oh my gosh. It needs to be.
And
Oh, yes.
our hotels are filled.
Yeah.
Where we want people to walk up and down Market Street. One of our late night jams will be over at the House of Laughs on the west side. So again, that's it's getting people into that area of our city, which is the Trolley Square area. That it's really, there are neighborhoods that are great that we want people to visit.
We're talking about now. If you really now I'm thinking about it because you said hotels. We have all these new hotels downtown, right? People are coming, they're staying, they're enjoying the waterfront, they're enjoying House of Laughs, they're enjoying the Greek Festival. and then late at night they're going to enjoy the jazz music.
Absolutely.
Like, come on, the economy, Wilmington's economy has probably went up at night 10%. That's alone from this weekend.
Well, we hope so. we know so.
Right,
Because we know that we're booking rooms in hotels. And there's great talent, you know, during the Jazz Festival. I mean, there is something for everybody. And one of the things that I like to say year after year is what we try to do is we present a diverse group of artists. From mid-career artists to artists like a Stanley Clarke or Regina Carter or Rebirth who have been around. There are artists whose names you may not recognize. I would recommend that folks go to the website, and if there's an artist whose name that you don't recommend, go to their website and check out their music, check them out, because I'm telling you, there have been some great discoveries at the Clifford Brown Jazz Festival.
Who was your and you're telling the truth there, because I can't remember the artist from last year, the lady that played the guitar, the bass.
Yeah, I can't remember her name either right now. She did kill it.
Yeah.
I mean, but over the years we've had Hiromi.
Who was your
before
favorite?
she was Hiromi? Well, during the years, I have to tell you, I love Hiromi. Who's a pianist who's from Japan. She was, you know, we presented her for the first time, I don't know, probably about maybe 20 years ago, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday. And it was like, oh my gosh, this woman is friggin' amazing. So we brought her back maybe 2 additional times, and put her, you know, later in the evening. And now she's a superstar.
Wow.
You know, Audra Day a few years ago, this was right before I returned back to Brzezicki. She was doing it. I mean, it's like names you may not recognize. Come on out. You don't need to recognize the names to maybe discover an artist that you are really happy that you now know about.
Love it, love it.
Yes.
All right, this is your camera.
This is my camera.
Go ahead and invite everyone to the jazz.
Come on down. Wednesday, June 15th through Saturday, June 18th, come out to Rodney Square, kicking off at 5 p.m. in the evening with the Boise Lowry Living Jazz residents, and going through the evening all the way to 1 a.m.
Appreciate you.
Yes,
Appreciate you.
Thank you, Tina. Good luck this week. It's going to be a fun-filled, packed house. I hope to be there. Wait, before we forget, I know it starts at, you said 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
But when do people really start to arrive?
You better come at 5 o'clock.
That's not true.
I think
they
they come
earlier.
You better come. Actually, we have people setting up chairs.
I heard people are coming a little earlier.
Just setting up chairs,
make sure you give yourself plenty of time to park, because you want to make sure you give yourself plenty of time to park. You don't want to be late.
That's right.
And arrive early. How about that?
And there's parking information and other information on the website.
That's important.
CliffordBrownJazzFest.org.
Excellent.
All right, love it. You gonna come back with anything else the city has for?
I'll be back
anytime.
Anytime you
With
ask.
your family, so
I know. I'm just going to show up.
That's it. Just show up.
I think that's what I did today. I think I just showed up.
You was walking by to go get some coffee. You was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm just stop in.
I'm just going to stop in. Talk about the Jazz Festival.
Bam! I'm with it. I love it.
You're always welcome.
Always
welcome.
Thank you very much.
Of course. Thank you, Tina.
Appreciate it.
Yes, of course. All right.
All right.
We're going to take a quick commercial break.
Quick break, and we'll be right back with Ashley Morgan and Autumn Jones, founders of Women with a Vision. See you in, remember this, 2 and 2? Remember that?
Sure.
Stay tuned. Ashley Morgan and Autumn Jones stops by to talk about their Juneteenth Entrepreneurial Expo.
How would I describe DETV?
DETV is a group of us who are just doing what we love to do best, and that's bringing Delawareans the news that's been missing for far too long in TV news.
DETV to me is a bunch of hardworking professionals that come in and day out to provide the best content, the best programming that we can provide, because we care about this state and the viewers and the residents, our neighbors, our communities, our families, our friends. We want to just provide them with the best content possible, and we're so privileged to be able to do so.
I would describe DETV as a powder keg. Energy undefined.
Welcome back, everyone. Our next guests are Ashley Morgan and Autumn Jones, founders of Women with a Vision. Welcome, ladies.
Welcome.
Yes, so let's jump right into it. What is Women with a Vision?
So, Women with a Vision is a organization, a whole wellness organization that focuses on the spiritual, emotional, mental well-being of our audience.
I think you had me at wellness.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's one thing you say, women. It's like an organization, but it's wellness, and God knows that's what we all need right now.
And we put on a lot of different events that kind of bring all that together. So we do concerts, we've done sister circles, we've done expos, we've done brunches, workout events, motivational Mondays. So anytime someone does anything with us after you're finished, you feel a lot better than when you came, and that's fully the mission.
When did you ladies start it?
2018.
Yeah. Nice.
Yes.
Yeah. But everything we do is literally from our own pocket, donations of other people. So sometimes events are kind of spread out, but we're believing that we're picking up. So things are about to get moving.
Are you a nonprofit?
We are.
Oh shoot! Okay,
Yeah.
great.
So we'll get there.
We're gonna get to your community
Yeah.
camera.
Yes.
So with COVID coming in, you started in 2018. COVID comes 2020. How did you ladies adapt?
It stopped.
Oh yeah. It
Did
stopped us. It kind of. I mean, we did start juicing.
Okay.
Which kind of helped us money-wise, and also helping people get healthy.
Okay.
Us too.
No, great.
Yes. No, and juicing's very healthy for you.
Yes.
We love
okay, buy me a juicer yesterday. I'm getting ready to buy me a juicer yesterday.
Very good. Yes, you should. Juicing is very good for you, but it's also a lifestyle change.
Yes.
And I think that's wonderful that you are helping individuals understand it and educating them, and I think that's what's most important. And we'll get into this because obviously we love samples. Here at DETV on Good Morning, we love trying different products. So we're very excited that you brought some of your juice here to share with all of us. But before we get to that, why don't we go just individually a little bit about your background, and are you from Delaware, and how did you guys connect?
Okay.
So,
Yes. Well,
please.
I'm from Delaware.
Okay.
Been here, born and raised. But I work for AAA, Mid-Atlantic, so I have a full-time job. I have a 15-year-old, and I'm a singer.
Let me hear some.
Oh,
you
Lord,
just had to go there.
Yeah, do that
As soon as you said that, I was like, here we go.
They shaking their head. You can't tell me. You can I'm gonna make airplanes build something.
Oh my God. No, how about this lady from Comcast? She asked me to sing. I was talking to her the other day, and she was like, "You sing?" And I was like, "Yes." She made me bust out singing on the phone.
In the middle of the
Well, why not on TV?
Oh Lord Jesus.
So you always gotta be ready.
Okay. What am I saying?
What did you sing to the
Eyes on the Sparrow.
phone?
Oh goodness. I sung. I said, sometimes you have to encourage yourself, and sometimes you have to speak victory during the test. That's it. We didn't come here for me.
No, we love that.
Around.
Yes.
What say?
Everybody's clapping.
What you say, Blake? You're such a child. I feel like we need to give up an offering right now.
Lord,
and all benefits made from the offering will go to Women with a Vision.
Absolutely, we'll take it.
Yes.
No, okay, all right.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Your turn.
Yeah, it's your turn. Passing the mic quickly.
I am Ashley Morgan. So I was born and raised in Newark, New Jersey. I'm here in Delaware because I went to school at Lincoln University. I stayed in Philly for a couple of years, and then I moved to Delaware because I had a baby, and I said I need to kind of slow down a little bit. So I've been in Delaware now for about 8 years, and I work in marketing. I've done some stints for television. I love Ivan. So we've had a lot of history here, and it's just a blessing to be here. You know, you take advantage of every place you go.
Yes, yes. I want to hear, and I love you too.
Yeah.
I want to know a little bit more about the programs because there's a lot of women right now that are out here, a lot of men out here too, but a lot of women are out here, and they're looking for something that can help them and heal them. So what type of programs do you offer?
So we started because Autumn and I we'd known each other, I think at that time for about 4 or 5 years. But we had hit really rough patches when we became really close. And you know, sometimes you get in these areas where you're like, I don't have anybody to talk to. And we just talked to each other a lot of the times. And I said, but there's healing in being able to share where you came from, your experience. And so we was like, well, why not do it in safe spaces? So it originally started for us to put women in a room, for them to talk about their careers, their struggles, their life, their children, finances, or whatever. So then when we left, I could hear from someone 20 years older than me how she made it over. Or there's a 15-year-old in the room that's looking at me like, oh wow, I can do that too. And we don't stop at age. There is no age range. There is nobody too old, nobody too young. No race is too different. It's anybody, because all experiences help everyone, right? So we put together these open forum discussions. So let me unzip myself and share a little bit about Ashley, which has been very hard for me to do. And then that makes it easier for you to now unzip yourself. So there are healing sessions that we invite people to. We give you something to drink, we give you food, and generally people sit back, relax, and get healed.
How often is that?
Prior to COVID, we were doing them at least 4 times a year.
4 times a year.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think, and I think personally, it is needed more now than ever before to create that safe space, because even just as women, we're already so vulnerable sometimes. And I think everything that we've been through in the last 2 years, I think has really pushed us to a place unimaginable. I always say that this whole pandemic has tested us as human beings, that, you know, ways we never thought, and has pushed us to a place where we didn't know that we can reach as far as stress and being overwhelmed and being vulnerable, and having the two of you to create these spaces where you can come together and really just take off that that shield for a minute. That we all wear that shield,
all
right?
the time.
And take off that shield and be vulnerable and share the stories, because like you said, it's healing.
It is. It is.
It's healing.
And everything isn't just like in a sit-down environment. We've done concerts. So we got together like 8 to 10 of our friends that sing down house, literally, and put on these inspirational concerts. And people are like, what? Y'all sing like that? We could do, no.
Yes, she does.
She's saying no on purpose.
Anyway, and because people are healed through music too, you know?
Right.
So any way we can think to bring people together, help you feel empowered, that's what we try to do.
Love it, love it.
Yes. Now, I had a chance to speak with Ashley and Autumn before the show started, and I know that you really wanted to talk about your expo coming up.
Yes.
So you have the Juneteenth Expo coming up.
Let's
say, I know it's really important because it's happening this weekend.
Okay.
So with everything going on, we need to talk about it and we need to highlight. So share with us a little bit about the event, what it's all about, and what to expect.
All right, so this is our second Juneteenth Expo. We're going to have tons of vendors there, food trucks galore, speakers coming in to speak. We have Best Kept Soul performing. We have a dance company performing. It's just going to be a party. Miss Juneteenth will be there.
Right. Where is this?
The Delaware Nature and Science Museum.
Yes.
It's from 6 to 10, up Kennett Pike.
Yes.
They just opened. Let me tell you the story. So we were looking for an event, like an event space, and we wanted to do it someplace where it wasn't just a blank area, right? So we said, well, where can, and I think Art said, well, what about a museum? And I said, no museum is gonna let us like come to their place, right? So we reached out to them, we saw they were closed for renovations, and God always works in mysterious ways. So this lady's like, yeah, but we'll be open at the end of May. We reopen at the end of May. They allowed us to come in dust and everything and see. They checked us out on the website and was like, we really want to partner with you guys. We believe what you're doing. So they opened their facility to us.
That's beautiful.
That's God.
Yeah,
that is.
That's
God.
It is.
That is beautiful because, you know, like, and I saw that maybe about 10 years ago, traveling to Atlanta, that they will always have events in like different venues, such as like museums. It just gives it a whole new ambiance to it, right? So, can anyone show up?
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't know if it's just women.
No, this is everybody.
That's important. Let everybody know. All is welcome.
What time?
Okay.
6 to 10.
Okay.
Yeah,
6 to 10.
Yes.
Okay.
All are welcome. Children 12 and under are free.
Okay.
Bring your children. I mean, there's artifacts there. The museum will still have their store open just in case kids want to buy stuff from that. But it's a full-blown family event. You have no excuse.
Oh, you see how she did that?
No.
That's what you did there. You see how she did that? Okay. Madison, make sure you remind me.
Yes.
Make sure we go to the event. Because next time they come on the show, they're not going to cuss me out.
I'm going to say, Ivan, where were you?
She said, you have no idea. Okay, we talked about the expo. We talked about women with a vision. Now let's talk to me about this juice you have.
All right, so go ahead.
Okay, so this right here is our Too Goods to Beach True. It has apples, beets, strawberries, and carrots.
Okay.
So this helps with your digestive system.
Okay.
It gets rid of the toxins. It helps your eyes and your liver. Okay. And it's a meal replacement. So if you're trying to lose weight, you'll drink one of our bottles instead of food.
Okay.
Well, chewing food.
All right.
The other is, we call it the Orange Rehab. So that's pineapples, oranges, a splash of ginger, mint leaves, and carrots as well. And this also helps for flushing kidneys. It helps with your liver, beautiful skin, and also inflammation. Okay. We have a third that we did not bring.
What's your features for? She did it smooth.
She did.
We have a third, which is our green detox, but that's full of vegetable. We didn't bring that.
Okay. All right.
That sounds delicious too. I think all of them sound amazing. I love juicing. My sister and I, we actually have a juicer, and we love juicing, and we do it for our dad. Okay. He has a lot of health ailments, and we know that in order to take care of yourself, you have to start by feeding yourself good nutrients and vitamins. So we started juicing to help him, and we enjoy it. We truly enjoy it, and it is refreshing. I love trying different green juice and detoxing, but as soon as you said help with inflammation and healthy skin, I'm like, I could use that right about me.
All right, come on, let's crack them.
So,
Now tell us why we're cracking them. What made you, are you selling the juices? Or?
Yes, so we sold juices a lot during the pandemic and prior. And that's actually what helped to start our weight loss journeys. So it got to a point for me, I couldn't even look in the mirror, if I was being honest. And now I can say I'm wearing my clothes from college, okay?
Okay,
so, and I've been out of school for 15 years,
Thank you.
That's a great thing. And it just helps to kind of keep you, it keeps me in check.
All right.
So cheers.
To
so that's
Women with a Vision?
Yes, Too Good to Beat True.
Too good
to
beat true.
Okay. Yo, that's good.
Is it good?
That's really good. You know how you get some juice right that just like you taste it and be like,
no, it's very good.
Like, what the hell is this? I'm drinking. No, this is good. Because I'm not a beet lover.
Me neither.
You know what I mean?
But you can't really taste it.
What you laughing for, Ty? You laughing for, man? My guy Ty over there like, but no, beet lover. Okay.
No, it's very good. It's not too sweet. Yeah. It's, I think, a perfect balance of all ingredients in that one. Because sometimes beets can.
Oh, they can be overwhelming.
Yes, overwhelming, and I think this is delicious. All right, now the one I've been looking forward.
You taste the ginger, don't you?
But you know what's crazy about this, right? When you smell it, when you go to drink it, it smells like veggies.
Yeah.
Right, or maybe it's the ginger. But when you drink it, it's not there like that. You know? Now, how much are these going for? I'm
delicious.
like selling a car. What's this going for?
So
delicious.
These are the 16-ounce bottles. These are $16. We sell the 8-ounce bottles as well for $8. Okay. But when we do it for like a week supply. So that way you're set for the week.
Got you.
Here we go.
All right, where can they purchase?
Oh, everything is on our website. We are womenwithavision.com.
Okay.
And they can get
your camera,
and everything.
right? Community camera right there. I want you to tell whatever you want them to tell. This is your 30 seconds pitch.
All right, first 15 is you.
Okay.
I'll give you 45.
45.
Go
All
ahead.
right. Come on out to our Juneteenth Expo this coming Saturday from 6 to 10 at the Delaware Nature and Science Museum. There will be vendors, food trucks, so much more. DJ. It's going to be a party, guys. Family. Come out.
Tickets are $20. Yes. Children 12 and under are free. So bring everybody. Any information you need can be found on our website. We are womenwithavision.com.
Yes.
All right. Excellent. So if you're watching, not if you're watching, you're watching right now. The first two people that can tell me what type of drinks we just drank, the tickets are on us here at DETV.
Nice.
All right. Oh, That was good.
That was
That was
excellent.
good.
Excellent. It was much needed. Thank you for that
You're
little pick me
welcome.
up. And
Thank you.
good luck at your event.
Thank you.
And I wish you much success.
Yes,
And
yes.
for future events, continue to hold those events. They're needed,
Thank you.
especially right now. And thank
Yes.
you again for bringing
Appreciate
the
it.
And
Jazz
make sure you
Festival
come back to
show.
tell us
Yes.
what's going on.
Yes,
We want to make sure that the community
absolutely.
knows
We'll get
what's
the
happening.
update.
Absolutely.
Thank
We're
you.
cool?
Yes, we're going to take a commercial break.
I want to take a break. I want to take a break.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, Ivan, and we'll be right back with Clayton Stacey from the Candlelight Theatre.
My man.
Great.
Next on the Plaza, the Candlelight Theatre's own Clayton Stacey stops by to talk about all things theater.
As soon as I got here, I just felt the warm embrace of the community, man. Like, what y'all got going on is wonderful. And no wonder y'all called the work group, because y'all putting that work in. For real, seriously, y'all getting the work done.
We are committed to creating the best Riverside we can with the community, for the community.
Let DART do the driving. DART First State provides transportation that is clean, safe, reliable, and affordable. Plan your trip and get real-time bus information with the free DART Transit app. Scan your phone to pay your fare with the free DART Pass app. So what are you waiting for? Try transit today. Visit dartfirststate.com or call 1-800-652-DART.
The Clean Slate Initiative is a national movement to automate the clearing of records that block second chances for tens of millions of Americans. Now that Clean Slate legislation has passed in Delaware, we must ensure that the bills are effectively implemented, so qualified people get the second chance they deserve. To learn more, visit cleanslatede.org.
Welcome back. Only if you knew what was happening beforehand.
something.
But
You got
I
dogs
love
running
it.
around.
I love it. That's what we call live production. Live production. So welcome back, everyone. We have our next guest and final guest of the show, Clayton Stacey of the Candlelight Theatre, and I am super excited to chat with Clayton. So before I jump into, because he wears many hats. So we're going to jump right into it. Clayton, welcome.
Well,
welcome.
hello, Ivan.
Clayton.
Hello, Vincenzo. It's such an honor to be here. Thank you so much.
Honor to have you. I haven't seen Clayton in about 6, 7 years? 6 years, 5 years.
Wait, how do you know Clayton?
Clayton and I, what do you mean Clayton?
Clayton knows everybody.
That he does.
I know
That he
everybody.
does. Right.
I know everybody. I'm not quite sure how we actually met, but yeah.
We just started talking and became cool, and
Yeah,
then pandemic hit, and then we just like, you know, we lost contact, and then when they told us he was on the show today, I was like, oh, we're in good hands.
Great hands. Well, Clayton, tell us about your involvement with Candlelight Theatre. I know you wear many, many hats, and so let's go right into it.
I do, and I'm not bragging when I say that. It's vital. I truly believe for a theater to be able to wear many hats.
Yes.
It has to have a family atmosphere.
Mhm.
Things are going to go great, and things are going to not sometimes, and
That's
you have to
true.
be there to pick up the pieces. And what's so great with Candlelight, the Candlelight family, I and many other people like to refer to it as. We just dive in, we get it done, whatever it is. So I started as a performer, and then got into production, then design, became the wig designer, makeup designer, still did shows less and less and less. Also happens when you age a little bit, so your high kicks aren't as high, so you're not getting the call back. It's not happening. That's okay. You accept it. You transition and you move in a new direction. And so then I started with the wig design, and I've been doing that for, over 10 years there. Okay. And recently, within the last few weeks, I took over as social media manager for Candlelight. Yes. So I'm working with their marketing department now.
Right, which is so key, so important, because Candlelight Theatre has been around for a long time. We were just chatting, 91 years.
Are you serious?
91 years. The establishment, now it was called the Robin Hood Theatre until the mid-60s.
Okay.
And then closed for a while. Only 3 times it's closed. Ever in history. That was one of the times closed, and then reopened as Candlelight.
Okay.
Yes. So they've been around for a long time. Actually, Candlelight Theatre is very close to the restaurant.
Right
it's like
around the
2
corner.
minutes from V&M Bistro. So
Yes.
so we actually do get many guests that come for happy hour, come for a few drinks,
Sure.
and then they go down the road and they enjoy dinner and a show. And I love that about Candlelight Theatre because a lot of people don't know, and we were chatting about that.
That area is so wonderful. Well, specifically Arden, if you haven't been, have you been in Arden, Ivan?
No.
It is very unique. It is a place where there's a lot of artists there of all genres. To give you an example, sometimes at night when you leave the theater, you'll hear drum circles coming from the woods.
Hear what?
Drum circles coming from the woods.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
So it's this neat little place that a lot of people drive right past. They just don't even know. They go down Harvey Road and forget about it. And you turn them right and actually experience the neighborhood, not just Candlelight, but the neighborhood and the society there. It's really interesting. Walk around, meet some people. They also have the Arden Fair, which is usually in September every year.
Right.
That's a lot of fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just you have I'm new to a lot of theater here in Wilmington, but like you said, they've been here around for a while.
For a long
time.
Yes.
What can we expect for a newbie like myself for theater here in Delaware, right, in Wilmington? What can I expect going from Candlelight?
Well, what I would first do is go online or talk to a friend or ask me. I want to see what your preference is, and I want to reflect on something that Tina said earlier. Sometimes we don't know what our taste is or our preference is until we actually taste it. And that's why I think events like the Jazz Festival are so wonderful. You go in there, you're like, I did not know about this person ever. I didn't know I liked it until now.
Right.
So you can go on the website and do a little shopping, find out what is coming up.
Okay.
You can ask a friend, find out, maybe, oh, you liked it? Then maybe I would like it. Because it's not just all musical theater. We do plays. If jazz hands aren't your thing, we do plays once a year.
Okay.
We have a lot of special events. We have comedy night once a month. We have Quizzo once a month with Dan Healy. I don't know if you know him. He's so fantastic. Fun night of trivia. The bar's open. You get boozy, have some snacks. Sometimes we have a food truck that comes in. Wild Witch will come up. Yeah, and you just hang out. So there's so many levels. You don't have to be as committed to see a full show, but we'd certainly love for you to.
So what do you have coming up now?
Next, we have Clue right now, which we close next weekend.
Clue?
Clue.
As in the game Clue?
Yes, as in the game.
Murder mystery Clue?
Yes.
And
nice.
And the show is sold out already.
Yes.
Oh, shoot. So what's next?
We added 2 shows and they sold out.
Did it really?
Yes. It's fantastic. Well, there's such a familiar spot in not everyone's, a lot of people's heart. A lot of us had Clue at home or played it at a friend's house.
Right.
And that familiar spot and the characters and their names and the stories and then the movie. I remember watching the movie over and over and over. And so to turn that into a play, people are really intrigued by it and they've loved it. They've really loved it.
Okay.
Yes. And what's so special about Candlelight Theatre is it has such a strong and devoted following.
Oh, we do.
And I know that because they come to the restaurant and they talk about it, and you can just tell they're so passionate about the theater, they're passionate about the show, the workers, the volunteers, the people that are devoting so much to keeping it going, because it is a lot of work. I mean, 91 years is a long time, and there's a lot of history at the venue. I've had the opportunity, thanks to Clayton, to visit Candlelight Theatre. He was actually, I think, the star of the show, and I was making an appearance. I think I was Miss Delaware.
Maybe.
I think I was. I was a title holder at the time, and I was visiting, and I remember experiencing for the first time, wow, this is such a great space.
Yes.
Wow.
Now, can you hold private events? At Candlelight Theatre.
Yes, you can, yeah. Obviously, you have to schedule that well in advance.
Okay.
But every 6 weeks, we go dark for 2 weeks in between shows.
Right.
So that's to take down the set, fix this, fix that, go through everything, get the next one ready.
Right. So there's so many events happening.
I've been to several weddings there.
Weddings. Oh,
Yeah.
So it's a
They're-
perfect
That would
venue
be a
for a
great-
special
that'd be a
occasion.
Oh, it's great. You got a stage. You got lights. You got a full sound system.
Okay.
Big deal. Stage lights.
All right.
Projections.
I'm going to go check it out.
Yes.
Can we?
Excellent.
I think it would be, and I'm talking. If you look, see my eyes. I'm talking to my producer. I think it would be tough. It'd be dope if we get some actors from the theater to come and do something here just for the heck of it.
Oh, they would love it.
Whose line is it anyway?
Yes.
Like that.
Oh, I love that.
I think that would be. I think
that would be
awesome.
so much fun.
Because
Yeah.
we want to make sure that we share the goodness and the greatness of Wilmington.
Right.
So if we could do something like that, that would be awesome.
I'm sure they would love
it. Theater in Delaware right now is
big deal.
up like
it
crazy.
really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
All right. So this is your camera.
Okay.
Tell the people about Candlelight Theatre.
Okay. Well, I hope to see you at Candlelight, as do so many of us. We've been around for a very long time. We have Sweet Charity coming up. We open July 16th. We'll be running for 6 weeks. After that, we have Memphis, and then we have our holiday show, White Christmas. If you don't want to see a show, that's okay. We'd love to see you for that, but we also have Comedy Night once a month and Quizzo once a month at Candlelight. You can call us at 302-475-2313 or go to our website, CandlelightTheaterDelaware.org.
Got it. Well,
Yes.
Clayton, thank you so much for coming
That's
on the
it?
show.
That's it?
I know.
That was
I
fast.
I'll tell you what. Y'all keep on rapping. I'll be right back. All right?
Okay. Well, we're going to keep going then. I know that going back to attending special events at Candlelight Theatre and how it has such a devoted following, but is there a need? Like, are you looking for something? Are you looking for workers? Is there, funds?
Yes, always. Well,
Okay.
also, if you really think about it, Candlelight is essentially also a restaurant. And the restaurant industry is really, it's been tough keeping people staffed. Now, what is so great about Candlelight, these actors, a lot of them are in college. They're getting their musical theater degrees, and they can come there and serve before the shows and do very well. But without them, that staff, we always need people. At Candlelight. It's a restaurant also.
Yes, no, I can relate on so many levels and that's something I did not know about Candlelight Theatre, that it is indeed a restaurant as well, and that they have staff and that they need funds, especially after everything we've gone through this pandemic, that the performing arts and the theaters were affected too. So
yes, they were.
Glad, but I'm still very, very glad to see that Candlelight Theatre is thriving.
We are.
Sold out performances, which is huge.
Yes.
Such a big deal. Well, I wish you so much luck for the next show and future shows, and I appreciate you coming on the show to chat about Candlelight Theatre, and I know you'll be back.
Oh,
you'll be back. You'll bring some of the crew with you next time you're on the show with us.
Looking forward to it.
All right. Well, thank you, Clayton.
Thank you, Vincenzo.
Of course, of course. All right. Well, there you have it. As you can see, Ivan left me, but he's always on the go. But he knows that I'll hold it down for him, and I always hold it down for you, Ivan. You got it, because I know you would do it for me. So another great show, as always. Thank you to all of our amazing guests that joined us today. We're so grateful to have Tina Betz. We have the Women with a Vision, Autumn and Ashley, and then also Clayton Stacey from Candlelight Theatre. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate all of you, and best of luck with all of the events. The Clifford Brown Jazz Festival is going to be a hit. I hope to attend. Make sure you follow all that information so you can come out and support, as well as all the other events, and the St. Anthony's Italian Festival, which I will be there tonight. I hope to see many, many faces there, even throughout the whole week. So make sure you go out and support all these amazing events in the city of Wilmington. But last but not least, we have to thank our sponsors. Thank you to Balance Strength and Fitness Center, Y-Fly, and Dart Transit. Thank you so much for your generosity. Folks, another great show. Ivan and I will see you Wednesday, 10 a.m. Have a great day.